Hello, welcome to Simply Living in a Small Town. I'm Kimberly. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly do appreciate so much. I am so sorry I have been gone for far too long. I did not mean for it to be like a week and a half. So it's been crazy. I have not really felt real great. And then I have had charging problems with my phone the last couple of days because I was going to go ahead and do yesterday was my plan, and then I could not get my phone to charge. So anyway, I apologize for that. Like I said, I did not mean for it to be that long. So basically I have, first of all, I want to say, and I think that I have this written down correctly. I hope, because I forgot to go back and look. But I want to say that the giveaway winner is GDR619 is the winner of my first giveaway. If that is you, please contact me via my email, which is vintageflair@gmail.com. VINTAGEFLAIR, no spaces. Please email me at that so I can get your address and ship your package on Friday. That's super exciting. So congratulations also on that. I am also going to throw in a few other little things that I have not shown. So whatever, and whatever I think of, basically. And I do know there's at least, yeah, I want to go to the store. There's something else that I was thinking of putting in there. But anyway, congratulations. I truly appreciate your comment, and thank you for that. That was wonderful. So now what I've been doing in the last week and a half. Oh, my body has been going through a flare up. So even though it's warmer here, and I thank the Lord for the warmth that is, because it's like 46 degrees today, which is fantastic because we have just had such cold weather. We had that winter storm, and we literally still have snow on the ground from that, because it had been 20 some degrees in that, and it was never all melting. And so last weekend was better than it's been for a considerable amount of time, to say the least. So I'm grateful. The weather is 40s, supposed to be 50 some by the end of the week, almost 60. It's fantastic. So I can't complain about that, outside the fact that my body can't complain about it, you know. Know what I mean? So my body is, doesn't like to transition well, because now it's getting, more like spring, and my body doesn't like to transition well. So there's that. And so anyway, I've been dealing with that stuff, and not being able to charge my phone, trying to figure out what I'm doing with that. The charging block was bad, come to find out, but I think that I've been having issues with the port not wanting to charge right. So this weekend I'm going to get a new charger and cable, and then go from there. So I ended up having to slow charge it, and it has been all day that I have been trying to charge it on one charger or another. So anyway, I want to show you what I've been making. I've still been working on small stuff, trying to use up some of the things and whatnot that I already had pulled out. And it makes me feel good that even though it's like small things, I'm tickled because I'm getting these things accomplished, and so that feels good on that part. I still want to get back to, so my peppermint sweater I showed you, like, I want to say, I know it's been over 2 weeks ago. I think probably like 3 weeks ago or so. But I got to looking at that and I realized, oh my gosh, I am like legit gonna need like another skein of yarn. I'm pretty certain on that because by the time that I sew the two panels together, which I'm getting ready to do, but I want to go around the bottom of the sweater, but I also, you know, want sleeves. And I think that another, well, I know I'm not going to have enough for both sleeves. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to order another skein of that peppermint shimmer. Actually, I say that. That's not even the colorway. I am thinking of this other. I have a skein of the peppermint shimmer that is, it's laying here, but it's this red and white shimmer of Premier Basics. It's this. That's not what I'm talking about, but I got it at the same time. That's why I said that. Sorry, y'all. It's red shimmer or whatever. So it's got the metallic thread running through. So I just did this hat. So this, and I know it looks super small, but again, y'all, my head is really small. Like really small. I couldn't even believe. I was like, oh my gosh, this, it literally, I mean, it looks small because it is small. Probably like my daughter, I'm pretty certain that she could actually probably wear this, even though I didn't have her try it on. So I just made this. This is the Granny Stitch hat by Craftin' a Cuppa, as she just put out not too long ago. And I've been wanting to do a granny beanie, so, or hat. So I made this one the other day. Like literally it was so, this is another one of those patterns, y'all. If you want to make a quick hat, this is like super quick and easy to do. Ribbing, and then you're just going around this, doing your single crochet above, you know, on the ribbing, and then you're just doing the granny stitch. Super simple. So here's what it looks like close up. I keep calling it a cupcake hat because that's what it looks like to me, is a big old cupcake. So the yarn that I used for this goes back to, again, using up yarn. It's the same yarn that I used on this Christmas stocking that I still have to weave the tails in on. I forgot to do. But it's the same yarn that I've used on this. This is from Michaels, and it is the Loops and Threads Carousel Twist. Now, you can no longer, I can't tell you what the colorway is. I could not locate the ball band earlier because I did sit down and prepare for this video, but I was unable to find the ball band. I mean, I will find it later here because I'm still cleaning over there by my chair, cleaning things up. But they no longer sell this colorway. It's got pink specks, red specks, like purple, and like I want to say like a lime green. So it's super cute. You can still buy other colorways in this, which I'd like to get because I really like this yarn. Here's what it looks, this is what I have left. So there's what it looks like in the skein. Now what I want to say is, so a while back, Cinnamon Stitches had bought some of the value the value like Fashion Plus bags from Premier. And I'm telling y'all, it was, I'm telling you, it was this yarn because this is exactly, and she even said it looked familiar, but she I think she couldn't remember, you know, what, like, it reminded her of or whatever, but it's literally the same color. So, which makes sense why you can no longer buy it. Because I know I looked, even a while back, I was like, yeah, that's right, you can't buy it anymore. It's like that colorway is just gone. Now, they have several, I think there's like five or six colors, and they're all really pretty. I would like to get some more because this is nice. It's nice quality yarn on that. I really like loops and threads anyway. I haven't had any of their yarn that I didn't like. That's the, you know, the Michael's brand yarn. So really nice. And then, so for the ribbing on this hat, then I use also what I used on the stocking. And I used up some more of my Premier Basics Chunky skein that I have here in the color magenta. So I still have a decent amount of that left. So I have this and that, you know, to still use up the rest of those. And so I just keep working projects to try to, in other words, get rid of, just because, like, why not, you know, get because well, yeah, certain ones I don't use. Like, for instance, this is chunky yarn. I don't use chunky yarn that often, especially though a solid color and only one skein. And then obviously I can get no more of this one, which sucks because honestly, a while back when I was using it on the stocking, I thought, wow, this would be nice for a sweater. It'd be really pretty and it's soft and comfy. But I can't get any more of that color. So I love the hat. Like I said, this is a super simple tutorial that Craftin' a Cuppa Kelly has on her YouTube. If you want to check that out, I will put the link to that in the description box. It fits like just perfect. But I love it. It's so cute, y'all. And then she puts a pom-pom on hers. I thought about doing that. I mean, I still could even do that because I did actually get in some faux fur poms, you know, pom-poms a while back, but, or faux fur balls, but to put one up here, but I just didn't. I was originally planning to, and then I just didn't do it. So I may or may not, who knows, you know, but it did turn out really cute, like I said, very quickly. So what I actually made, though, this was one of the last pieces I basically, well, it is the last piece I just made because I just worked on something else that's from 2023. But anyway, oh, hey, sorry, I actually forgot 2 items. They're laying right here. I'm sorry about that. I knew I was forgetting something. See, this is why I'm like, there should be more than this. I'm sitting here looking. Okay. It's okay. My daughter had them covered up. So I showed you these hats. What was the last video from, you know, a couple weeks ago, I'm going to say. Yes. Or, oh my gosh, don't mind me, y'all. Whatever, in the last video, okay? The last video or the video before that, I think maybe it was a video before last. Anyways, so I got these hats stitched up that I did out of I'm getting tongue-tied now too, that I did out of Premier Puzzle Shimmer. This is the colorway Trivia Shimmer. Just trying to get my words right here. I love how these turned out, and I did think about putting pom-poms on these too. Now, I love how cute these are. Now, it is a little bit long, so I'm going to make some more of these, but again, my head's really small, so, but I have it flipped up pretty good. Here, because I do have it a little bit long, so I'm like, well, you know, it's okay. It's for warmth, y'all. And I want to get some more Premier Puzzle Shimmer. I want to get some more of this. I love this colorway. It's like my favorite. And I actually love the other one too, but this is my absolute favorite right here. I love the way that it patterns out. So I got this one done. But look at, I just can't get over the color in this. Like, it is so pretty. Just the change, and I mean, it's got just all kinds of pastel color in it. So that turned out so pretty. And then I have the Cat's Cradle Shimmer, which I'll show you up close real quick. This is the really pastel-y looking one. It's all very light pastel. Sorry, I was trying to hiccup there, not intentionally, but so I think these are so cute. Again, I mean, I could put pom-poms on them, but I don't know. Don't know yet. I like flipped my glasses down. I look like one of those librarians looking over her glasses. Anyway, again, a little, you know, a little big, but it's okay. I might actually sell these, y'all, on my Etsy. So I have been wanting to go through and just like completely, because I just have not, I have not had the time to fool with my Etsy. If you've looked at it, you've noticed that I've not really done anything with it. And I just have not had the time. So I've actually been wanting to go through, and I need to go through past stuff. I'm at the point now where I've actually made finally a lot, now that I've gotten through like a full year of, well, this YouTube. I've actually made quite a bit, even though that makes me feel good, because as far as that, when I go back, and because I was sifting through all these pictures here recently, because yes, I never did my wrap up of like 2024, and if you watched the video, I'm trying to think, it was the last video or the video before that, but anyway, I mentioned where I was trying to make a short. I had it almost done with like pictures of almost everything that I created crochet wise last year, and then it just like dumped it. Yeah, it just like dumped it. So yeah, I haven't gone back to do that, but it was good for me to go through that. The only thing I should have done was I should have sat down with a notebook, because I'm still going to have to do that. I want to sit down with a notebook, and also, speaking of that, to go back through every month and write down what I did. It's just for myself, y'all, of course. I mean, and it's not a competition, or it's not about like how many pieces I created or anything like that. But I'll tell you, it was good for me to review that and those pictures in numerous ways, because it told me a lot of things, which is like, it reminded me of several things. Like, I need to work on yet again, because I said this in last year too. I need to work on getting pictures of everything, first of all, as well as writing down everything, y'all. Okay, again, it's just for my own, you know, for my own, basically for my own good, you know, for myself. So those are two things. But it also, like I said, it made me feel good though, on the extent that I didn't realize like how much stuff I actually had done, because I had planned like a lot more than, well, that was my thoughts, you know. At the end of the year, I felt a real disgust that I had not created, you know, as much as I had wanted to, or at least close enough there to. And it's because I just mentally, I was drugged down in a way, like I couldn't make myself, like, I just couldn't make myself do it, between the weather and, you know, me being upset over my son's birthday and Christmas, and I couldn't make myself do it. So, but that's why I'm saying it was good for me to go through and see, because then it also made me realize too, um, like things I hadn't gotten pictures of, but I knew that I created also. So it was like a lot, and it made me feel good to see that, because otherwise I wouldn't have known that, wow, I really did pretty darn good considering. So I'm pretty proud of that, because I've never crocheted that much. And when I also looked at the pieces and things that I had done, it also made me realize how far I've came, because I've learned so many different stitches that I had never even heard of, or and didn't know how to do, or anything like that. Like, I have really come, like, as far as growth, personal growth, like, yeah, I mean, I've done really well, even though I know I could have done better. It's like, okay, because we're all human, and stuff happens, and so you can't be on your A game all the time, and that's just a way of me saying it, y'all. Again, it's not a competition. I'm just saying it that way, because you can't always be at your best, on your best, like, way every single day, every waking moment of every day. So that's why I was saying it that way. So, these I just made up. Like I said, it could stand to be shorter, but I think they're so cute. They may go on my Etsy. To go back into that, anyway, I've created so many pieces. I do want to start going through and taking some of the stuff out, and actually putting on my Etsy, because I plan to, like, then, I can create new pieces, and continue to go forward. But I think that's a good thing to do. For me, I think that would be good. So I love these hats, y'all. And then I made, oh, don't mind me. I made a bunch more scrunchies out of the rest of the Premier Puzzle Shimmer. Man, this hat is really warm, y'all. I have not worn these hats, but my head is already my head is literally already getting hot. I'm just feeling all this warmth up here. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 6 more scrunchies out of the Premier Puzzle yarn. Well, the shimmer out of this, and the other from the hat. So those are used up now. I think these are adorable. So I'm not gonna keep all these. I should have brought my coffee over here. So sorry. But they're all different. Like, they all oh, I almost dropped that. They all look different though. They're the way the colors. So they're pretty. This one's like a half and half. If you can see, it's like peach and light green, like a mint. But yeah, they turned out so pretty. So this one's like it's like mint green, and then like gray and white kind of looking. Anyway, so I have now made 9 of those between the ones I had already done. Oh, I take it back. This is what I have left of the Trivia Shimmer. I have this tiny little remnant. So that's all that's left. So that was great. And then I can keep some of these and then sell some of these. So fantastic. And then, so originally, yeah, I did these, but I did this right after this. Now, this is virtually the same hat as, I can't show you, but the one I made the last time, except for this looks like, well, I'll get into that in a second. Anyway, let's start here. So this is the same as the other hat that I made myself. This is my daughter's hat that I just made her. So this was me using up the rest of the carousel yarn. That's the Big Twist carousel that they no longer sell, Joanne. They discontinued that yarn last year, and I'm guessing it's really weird because I'm assuming that people didn't, I don't know, care for it as much. I guess it maybe didn't sell as well. It's pretty fuzzy yarn. I don't know how well you could see. I mean, I can see it. Yeah, you can see it kind of got like a halo, kind of it's fuzzy. Okay. I honestly wasn't sure. I ordered it online. They had so many beautiful colors, y'all. This one here is called Spring Air. It's different greens. Has like a burgundy. It actually has a lighter color that is almost like a lighter version or close to this. So for whatever reason, anyway, they had beautiful colors in that. But again, it's been discontinued. I got it and I was like, oh wow, that's really like fuzzy. I'm not sure about that. Y'all, I got it out and used it, and oh my gosh, I love this. And I love how, look how the colors played out. I mean, it's just so pretty. So I really, really like it. I like the feel of it. It almost looks like, it almost looks like it felts the yarn. So I used that up. That was the rest of this. And I knew I didn't have enough to like do a whole hat. So bottom is this, the Big Twist Value yarn. That is in the color Eggplant that I already had. This is what I have left now. So I got not too much of that left. The hat fits her perfect. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm having some indigestion. So this fits her perfectly. I love how this turned out. It's beautiful. And I actually really like it. And I wouldn't have mind having some more of that. But of course, like I said, it's been discontinued. So this pattern is the one though I used before. That was the Bag O' Day crochet pattern. Well, I lost that. It's a easy, I will put it in the, oh, here we go. Hang on. I will put the link in the description box. I'm all right. Okay, it's How to Crochet an Easy Single Crochet Beanie Unisex Hat. And like it's all single crochet. So, but I love how that made this turn out. It's so pretty. Now the only thing I did different was hers, when you're doing it, it looks like a giant bowl. Like it's like really just like flaring out and whatever. The only thing I did differently was, for the most part, basically was like I did a row and the back loop only to like make it, to like force it to flip essentially. So she loves this. This looks adorable on her. I can put my scrunchies. I have my scrunchies in there. I mean, now that's something else you could do. You could use, look, which you could. I thought of that as well. You could also use that pattern and make you a bowl. You know, a small, for real, a small bowl. Which I'm actually probably going to do because I do want to make some little yarny, you know, bowls or containers or however you want to put it. Okay. I didn't do that. Okay, so I got two other things. So I have this hat. I forgot to bring the yarn over here. Now, I showed this yarn in a video from months back called Thrifted Yarn Haul, and it's in the thumbnail of the video, this yarn. It's very sparkly. Let's see if you can see the sparkle. So it's really pretty. I was actually making this for myself, and then I was like, this is not fitting, it's very snug. And then I realized, because, okay, so this pattern is, it's another Supersonic beanie of Bag O' Day. Now, I showed you in the last video that I had made one in a Karen spice cake. So I was gonna do this in the Supersonic beanie, which I did. But she says you can use either a 9 or a 10 hook. Well, the previous time I used the 10 hook. I used the 9 hook this time, and this is what you get, is it's smaller, okay? So if you want a child hat, use a size 9 hook. If you want a adult hat, use the size 10 hook. But this turned out super cute. It looks adorable on her. It like fits her perfectly, and I was like, well, okay. And this again is super simple pattern. Absolutely simple. Like, y'all, very quickly you can make one. I just sat down and did that one last night. So I'm liking to right now do these smaller things that I can sit down. My daughter's trying to make me laugh, y'all. So I'm trying to do these super simple things right now that don't take very long, and I can just sit down and pretty much do them, type of a thing. Now, the other thing, let me look at my list here and make sure, because I think that I have told you about everything except for one thing. Okay. So I have one other thing, and this is actually a UFO. Well, it's not now. Okay, it was. It's a 2023. It was a 2023 UFO. Now turned 2025 FO. And wait till I tell y'all. You'll get why this is like crazy funny. I mean, not too crazy funny, but anyway. So this is one of the things I have had put up. See if you like this. This is Red Heart Super Saver Pooling. And this is the colorway Berry. This yarn is 5 ounces, 141 grams, 236 yards, and 215 meters. And of course, it's 100% acrylic. Now, I was making, so now this is basically a cowl now, okay, y'all. I had made it a scarf. It was as long as you see that it is here. And I was like, well, I don't have more yarn. So I stopped on it. And to be really honest, this yarn was so scratchy and rough. I wasn't in a hurry to get another skein of yarn, okay, y'all. Now, I love how it patterned out. Look how cool that is. It actually looks like X's. I couldn't even tell that before, but looking at it in the video, that's so cool, isn't it? It looks like X's. Okay, anyway. I love that. I think it looks neat. So anyway, it was only, you know, this long. Well, it wasn't as long as, you know, it would have been really super short. And I was like, no, I want it longer. And since the yarn was like so scratchy and whatnot, I thought, I'm just not going to go buying that anytime soon, basically. And I really, to be honest, I didn't want to buy another skein of it. So then recently, I mean, as in like yesterday, because I've had this laying out to finish it. And it dawned on me yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, why don't I just take that, frog it out, and make it a hat? You know, that was a whole skein, like, it's more than enough to do a hat, you know. So I get it out today because I hadn't even looked at it. It's been in that bag, okay, since 2023. So I get it out, I look at it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already almost like why did I want to get another skein of yarn? Like, I can just be done with this. I didn't want to frog it, is what I'm saying. Like, you know, I didn't want to frog it. I was like, somebody would love this. Like, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to stitch it together. I'm just going to stitch it together. And I'm going to be done with it. Now, I'm going to take this off because this is not even going to look right together. Okay. Anyway, I had this on earlier. And so you can wear it like this, you know, long. Or it's actually, you know, long enough, like barely, but not, of course, you know, yarn stretches. But, but I was like, oh, cool. It's actually, I thought, I should have got this out, y'all, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Because I could have been wearing it like, you know. For real. For real. This would have been great when I was going out to the barn feeding the horses in the morning. And it was way too burr, if you know what I mean. Now, another thing is, though, so you could also, again, if you're going out in the cold, you know, you could do this. And then you have, like, your ear warmer, and you have, you know, see what I mean? You know, I don't know, y'all, why it escaped me. I have no idea, y'all, why. But this is why it's good at times. This is why it's good at times to, like, get away from a project and come back to it. Because I have no idea why I waited 2 years to, after looking at it. I have no idea why. I don't know. So, it's super pretty. And you know what's wild too is, like, I noticed, because I put this on like this earlier. Like I said, I was playing around with, you know, like I could have seriously used this. But anyway, now, despite the fact that I felt, of course, that the yarn was all scratchy and whatnot when I was working with it, which actually I've used another Red Heart Super Saver yarn since then that was actually way worse than this, because I did put one more row on this today before I stitched it up. So there's actually been, I've used one that's actually worse than this. Anyways, my point is, now with having this on though, it doesn't feel bad. Like, this is not irritating my skin. And now some people are super sensitive though, like Cinnamon Stitches is super sensitive to, you know, Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I do have the same kind of issue that she does with her hands. I have a form of eczema on my hands, which is due to my autoimmune lupus Raynaud's. So I do have, you know, mine are apparently not as sensitive as hers, is what I'm saying. But I have the same kind of thing where I get the spots and I literally get blisters and yeah, and then you have to, like, puncture them and clean it out, and then it may come back, and then it's a whole thing, y'all. Anyway, my point is, this is not irritating me, so that's what I wanted to say about it. So even though, I mean, this is definitely not the softest, but it's not irritating my skin. So there's that. Anyway, like I said, I do not know why I put this up for so long. That was really like dumb. So, but I think that, you know, I've made it useful, in other words. So that is what I wanted to show you. And that makes me feel good to dig into, because I am wanting to get, again, mixing in like the UFOs from, well, now would be like 2023 and 2024, even though I don't hardly have anything left from 2023. Now, I do have another, I got to find that because I just saw it recently too. I have another Red Heart Super Saver yarn. The color is similar to this, it's not the same. It's like purples, and it was rough, and same kind of thing there. I was making a scarf with it, and that one is actually worse than this one by all means. So, but I want to find that and get it out, and just same thing, just make it into something and be done with it. Like, you know, sometimes just don't, you like, stop overthinking it. And when I say that, I'm talking to myself, but maybe that applies to you too, but I'm specifically talking about me. But at any rate, so this is going to end this video. Again, congratulations to my first giveaway winner. I am thrilled about that. I want to get that mailed out to you soon, so please contact me via email, and it will be in the description box, my email. If you did not catch the beginning where I gave out the email address, it's fine because it's in the description box. If you just go under the title of the video and where it says more and you click on that, a box will come up and that information will be in there. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone watching so very much. Thank you all so much. Love y'all. Have a great day. Hope you've had a great week. Till next time. Bye now, and God bless.